This is why you're getting taken down way easier than you should. You think you're losing because the other guy's a much better wrestler, but in reality you're not. You're just making a few critical mistakes that severely limit your wrestling. Let's break down the biggest ones. First thing, you're not in a stance. If you're not in a solid wrestling stance, you've already lost the first battle. So most jiu-jitsu guys come straight out of the gate and stand straight up and down like this. The problem is that if I'm standing straight up and down, I'm already giving up my first two lines of defense, my head and my hands. This is a huge reason most wrestlers take you down so quickly. They feel dangerous because they stay in good position and you're completely exposed. And a lot of you are gonna say, well, in jiu-jitsu, the rounds are longer and sometimes there's no time limit and it's hard to stay in a stance for that long. Okay, well, then you can just be less effective at wrestling if that's your prerogative. I mean, I guess you can always intimidate your opponent by aggressively butt scooting toward them. So remember, if somebody's standing tall in front of you, they're gonna be easier to take down. But even if you fix that, most people still mess this next part up. Probably the biggest mistake I see is that in jiu-jitsu, everybody teaches takedowns in isolation. Everything else in jiu-jitsu gets taught as part of a bigger system. Back takes, leg locks, kimuras. But then for some reason, coaches just show a basic double leg on a non-resisting opponent and say, good luck. That's not how this works. Every takedown from a single leg to a double leg to a front headlock is a position that's gonna cause a defensive reaction from your opponent. Your job is to learn what those reactions are and build a system around it. Now, if you're trying to do this all on your own, it takes years. That's exactly why I built my Wrestling Fundamentals program. It teaches you everything you learn in about 2 years of wrestling and condenses that into a 12-week training program to build those skills into muscle memory in a fraction of the time. It's got more than 100 videos covering every single position, core concepts, and it comes with a ton of written material and even pre-made digital flashcards so you actually remember what you learn. You can grab it over at systematicwrestling.com. Got that linked in the pinned comment below. Now, this next mistake is the most common I see and it's absolutely killing your takedowns. Number 3 is not locking hands. I cannot tell you how many times I see this taught wrong. Even a ton of seasoned black belts will show a single leg and they're wrapping the leg instead of locking hands. And some people will say, oh, well, this hand controls the upper leg and this hand controls the lower leg. Listen, his legs are much stronger than your arms. Go ahead. Like, there is no way in hell, if I don't lock my hands, that I'm gonna finish that. If you're not locking your hands, you're losing that battle every time. No lock means no control, and no control means no takedown. And that feeds right into the next mistake, which is splitting the leg on a single. Now, just about everybody I've seen in jiu-jitsu show a single leg that doesn't come from a wrestling background, shows you to pinch this leg between your legs to add extra control. In theory, it sounds good, but you're actually putting yourself in a compromised position. For one, this is how you get spladled. But second, one of the primary goals of a single leg is to take a dominant angle. By pinching the knee, you're actually keeping yourself in front of the opponent and making finishing much more difficult. Not to mention, by keeping my knees pinched on his leg, I'm taking away my ability to use my legs explosively, which is one of my biggest weapons. So stop pinching the leg. And last one, this is more of a mindset problem than a technique problem, conceding the takedown. All the time I see guys just give up the takedown and accept bottom position when a wrestler gets in on their leg. They don't even have to try to finish. The other guy just falls over. And you might be like, well, he's gonna take me down anyway. I might as well just, no. If he's gonna take you down, make him work for it. The more energy he burns getting you down, the better position you're gonna be in when you hit the ground, because he's gonna gas a lot less quickly on top of you than he will on the feet. So there you have it. Fix these 5 things and your wrestling immediately gets harder to deal with, even if you're less experienced. Again, most people stay stuck because they never fix the fundamentals. If you want a full system for that, you know where to find it. Okay, get to work. What's happening? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, this one is my most recent, and the video I recommend personally for you is this one. If you've got a question or something you want me to cover in the future, drop me a line below. I read every comment. I love hearing from you guys. That's all for this one. I'll see you in the next one.